2025 was a pretty crazy year for Dokkan. We had almost every fusion you could think of. Cards we never expected could even exist. It checked many boxes on my wishlist. But as crazy as it sounds, there are still a lot of cards I'd want to see in Dokkan. So in today's video, I'll be going over my full wishlist and predictions for this upcoming year. But before we do, Happy New Year everyone! Good luck to all of you in whichever goal you would like to achieve this upcoming year. Personally, it would be cool if I could turn this channel into like a sustainable career. I know, a very ambitious goal, but I think we could do it with some work, obviously. Well, a man can dream. Yeah, and obviously thanks to every single one of you. This past year has been insane, and this like crazy dream of mine wouldn't be possible, like wouldn't even be in like the realm of possibilities if it weren't for you guys. So obviously, thank you. But yeah, enough yapping. Let's directly start with the month of January, and obviously the 11th year anniversary. Everyone's prediction is that we'll get some sort of Namek Saga themed part 1 with the Super Saiyan Goku and a final form Frieza, which is actually something I would really like to see. Like a Kaioken Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan and a final form Frieza that goes into full power, while both being long event monsters. That would be an insane part 1. Imagine if Kaioken Goku greatly stacked attack while stacking defense, and Super Saiyan Goku greatly stacked defense while stacking attack, and vice versa for Frieza. This could be pretty interesting. They could even both have a destroyed Namek domain, and Goku, if he's in Dokkanfest, could have a Saiyan Armor Krillin banner unit, who could be an insane support type unit, like the Krillin from the third part of Legends 7th year anniversary. He could be a floater that gives support to allies from the Namek Saga category for 3 turns while stacking defense at the start of turn. That could be pretty cool. Now that you think about it, Goku could even have a standby into Piccolo where he charges the Spirit Bomb, and then transforms into Super Saiyan Goku. And transformed, Goku could have some sort of Ki Blast nullification. Like, I don't know, this could be pretty peak. I don't think this anniversary should introduce like any new mechanic, or at least nothing too significant. The game already has too many mechanics. Like, what happened to the turn 1 transformations? This was genuinely such an interesting mechanic, but they just forgot about it for some reason. Just give us like an option to skip the animation and bring it back. Genuinely bring it back. As for the part 1 EZs, we could have the EZ of the banner units Kaioken Goku, final form Frieza, the super EZ of the Prime Battle LR Frieza, Piccolo, and third form Frieza, and maybe the super easy of Strength Dokkanfest Namek Goku. We know that when it comes to anniversaries, Dokkan likes to go all out, so this could generally happen, and I just hope they won't shaft him this time around. Now, for the second part of the anniversary, yeah, you already know. Adult Daimas % for Goku and Adult Daimas % for Vegeta. Those two as standalone LRs would be perfect, and would genuinely work perfectly with the 8th year anniversary LR EZs. Goku could lead the Battle of Fate category for the GT Duo, and Vegeta could lead Mastered Evolution for the Z Duo. And they could have the same mechanic as Goma, meaning they don't stack on super, but at the start of every turn. This could be pretty cool. Alongside the 8th year anniversary LR EZs, I could also see the EZs of the 2022 GDC LRs. They could easily turn all of them, excluding maybe Middle Cooler, into long event monsters. Like, now that I think about it, it just makes too much sense. Cooler and Carnival Goku literally have the best possible kits to become long event beasts, so it makes even more sense for the anniversary to introduce some sort of very long hard event. Then, if part 2 of the anniversary is Daima, I could see the first Dokkanfest of March also being Daima related, like either a Do that transforms into Super Saiyan 3 Do with a banner unit Ku, or a Do and Ku tag unit with maybe a banner unit Tamagami Trio. I think that's a good pick to like cool things down after the anniversary. Then for Saiyan Day, what about a new Super Saiyan for Vegeta? Like bro, this guy doesn't even have a single non-anniversary card. It needs to happen. He could either be a transforming GT Vegeta or just a standalone Super Saiyan for Vegeta with his transformation as an intro. This could help the new Daimas % for Goku and also give a second life to all of the Super Saiyan 4s we got the previous year. As for the banner unit, it could be a new GT Trunks or even like a new GT Vegeta and Bola combo card as crazy like support type units for either GT or Vegeta's family categories. We could even get like a super easy for the tech full powers % for Goku that same celebration. That would just be good. Then for the April Dokkanfest, if you've watched my past prediction videos, you already know what I'm about to say. A Dokkanfest Future Bulma. I'm probably the only person on this earth who wants that, but bro, just hear me out. Imagine a future Bulma that does no damage, but also can die at the same time, and she just brings insane utility to the team. She could have literally everything, some insane support. She could not only give key attack and defense to all allies, but also give crit chance to superclass Future Saga units, and dodge and damage reduction to Trunks units. Honestly, she could even have a unit super attack, where she can literally only attack with the Trunks on rotation. And like, imagine a time machine active skill that acts as a multi-turn gust usher. Like, I know, this sounds absolutely ridiculous, but it would be just such a fun and interesting unit. She could even have a Future Kid Trunks as her banner unit. Like, how cool would that be? The only standalone Future Kid Trunks we have in game is an SR, who was never even good to begin with. We need like an actual standalone Future Kid Trunks. Like, this needs to happen. Then, for the Part 2 LR, what about a tag Future Android 18 and 17 with key blast nullifications? Android 17 could stack defense and 18 could stack attack, so they could work in long events, and they could even nullify negative effects, just like Agel Gogeta, at all times, since they're androids, and it would really fit with how much of a terror they felt like in the future timeline. Golden Week 2026. This is a card I've been wanting to see in Dokkan for a while, ever since they introduced the revive mechanic, a Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku that revives into UI Goku. We need this card in Dokkan ASAP. I could easily see Kaioken Blue Goku at the very least stacking attack on Super, both in base and transformed, so he could be like a high risk, high reward card for long events, where sure, he'll probably be dodge or die once you get to like the later phases of the new long events, but he'll do ridiculous amounts of damage with some sort of like counters and multiple spare attacks. This could genuinely be such a fun card to use. Then obviously that new UI Goku would have to be paired with some sort of new Jiren, but we already have a transform in Jiren with multiple standalone ones, so why not make it a Topo and Dispo card that exchanges into Jiren? This could be pretty interesting, and the Topo and Dispo part of the card could get permanent buffs at the start of every turn, since that's kind of Dispo's gimmick. So that card could be good in long events too, but honestly, I don't really care much for the Pride Troopers. As long as the card is good, I'd be good with it. This celebration could also be a good opportunity to easy the physical transform in Angel Frieza. No idea what they've been holding his EZA for, but this guy could easily be a long event monster, as his transformation can be activated anytime. And I don't know if it's too early, but I think a Super EZA for the Int UI Goku could be insanely hype. And since he already stacks attack and defense on Super, you know he'll cook in any long event they're going to try at us this year. Then, this whole Jewel Dokkanfest was obviously also just there to set up the Part 2 LR, our first LR Kefla. No idea how we still don't have an LR Kefla in Dokkan, knowing how much they like Kel and Caulifla, but yeah, I could see LR Kefla either being a transforming unit, like she could start as Super Saiyan Kefla and then transform into Super Saiyan 2, or just straight up be an LR Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. She could be a nuker that launches multiple spare attacks, like just a cracked on version of her strong Dokkanfest counterpart. Then I know that as of now they haven't super easyed any regular TUR, but if they had to make an exception, I feel like they would do it for the physical Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. She's kind of a special TUR. She was the first Potara leader, and for a long time one of the best leaders for that category as a regular banner unit, and she stacks defense on Super, so her Super Easy could be very useful for whatever long event they're planning on releasing this year. But an Easy for Agel Dokkanfest Kel would make more sense and is more, I guess, realistic. The month of May could then end with a new Dokkanfest Mecha Frieza that exchanges into Kin Cold. Like, why not? This could help the new Anniversary Frieza and be a pretty cool card. I know they didn't do much, as Trunks just completely destroyed them, but I'm sure there's enough material to at least make them a Dokkanfest TUR. Talking about Trunks, I think he should be their Part 2 LR, and what would be interesting is if they make him a turn 1 transforming unit, like they bring back that mechanic and just let him transform turn 1 into Super Saiyan Trunks. And the reason why is because I also want them to super easy LR physical Trunks at the same time. So if he transforms turn 1, they'll be able to link together. If they do that and both the new Trunks and the super easy are crazy, I'll forgive Omatsu for fumbling my goat Agel transforming Trunks twice. Now, the second biggest celebration of the year, GDC 2026. I think a fire part 1 would be a tag Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta with some sort of Gogeta Blue active skill transformation. It might seem redundant, like 2 God Zeus back to back, but I honestly think this would be pretty good, since they'll link well with the 2025 GTC Blue Boys and the 7th year anniversary God Zeus. Both units that I hope will still be good this upcoming year, like brother. If they're not good 6 months from now, I think I'll crash out. Like, there's just no way. But let's assume power creep wasn't crazy this year and they're actually still usable, then this would just be perfect. And honestly bro, this is just like wishful thinking and probably will never happen, but what if they do a Dokkan original Super Saiyan God Gogeta? Like, how sick would that be? This would literally be the hypest part 1 in Dokkan history. If they actually manage to pull that off, it would just be insane. Then obviously they would be paired with a Carnival full power Broly, or first standalone Dragon Ball Super full power Broly. Like, why not? This could also be the perfect time to easy either the Saiyan Day God Goku or the Resurrection of F Blue Boys, and even Super easy the 3rd year anniversary LRs. Like, let's just go all out. As for the part 2 of the GDC, I think it's time. Let's end all of the memes once and for all. Dokkanfest LR Kid Buu and Carnival LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Just imagine, Dokkan dropping LR Kid Buu after a game original LR Super Saiyan God Gogeta. I feel like that's literally something Omatsu would do, and the jokes would just write themselves up. Like, this would just be so funny, but also at the same time just so peak. They could generally just make LR Kid Buu the best unit in the game. This would be so fitting. Imagine if he just gets permanent buffs every time he attacks, is completely immune to unharmed super attacks, and has Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks' mechanic, where when he takes a super attack, he has a great chance of getting some sort of raw defense or damage reduction that then procs a special animation, and he could even heal afterwards. Like, he could just be insane. After all this wait, they have to make LR Kid Buu the best unit in the game. It would be deserved. As for LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he could just be like a short event beast. After all of the long events units, we'll probably get that here. I think a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that just starts as the best unit in the game, but then gets weaker as the fight goes on, could be interesting. Honestly, they could even make it so that he gets weaker offensively, but stronger defensively as the fight goes on. So he'll at least not be deadweight in long events, and would pair perfectly with the Z-Duo Easy. Now, before the Tanabata celebration, we could cool things down with a Dokkanfest GT18 that could maybe exchange into a GT Kid Goku that does the Dragon Fist against Super 17, or it could literally just be an active skill. I think we really need a Dokkanfest Android 18, but I feel like after the LR tag androids, another Android 18 from the Cell Saga would be a little bit too much, so this could be cool. And would also be a buff for the 8th year anniversary GT duos. They could even easy the Dokkanfest transform in Super 17, and even Super easy AGL Super 17. They could easily work with a Dokkanfest 18, even though she'll be a super class unit. And depending on Kid Buu's leader skills, they could even work on his team. Like, this would just be perfect. Actually, they could even easy attack Pan. If it's an exchange or tag unit, she could work perfectly with the GT Goku part of the card. As for the Peppygals banner of the year, I think what would be cool is a Namek Saga Bulma as a crazy utility and support type unit for the Namek Saga category. The perfect buff for the anniversary Goku and Frieza, and we've been due for a Namek Saga Bulma. The only one we have is an R card. As for the other card, honestly I don't really care. They could literally do anything. I'd even take like a Marin card. Even though she never did anything, she could literally just have like a Krillin super attack or something. Now, for the first part of the Tanabata celebration, that's a card I've been waiting for a long time. An LR Bye Guys Goku that exchanges into Super Senzu Gohan. This would just be so cool. Like, the Bye Guys active skill could literally be a Ghost Usher that does a ridiculous amount of damage, and then you exchange into an actual beast of a Super Senzu Gohan. Not the bullshit we got during the 10th year anniversary, like an actual AGL LR Super Senzu Gohan kind of card. Just an absolute nuker that does ridiculous damage. Then for part 2, I think an LR Carnival second form Cell that transforms into Perfect Cell would be sick. Like, we need that scene where Cell turns into his perfect form for the first time, properly animated. The aura he had when he first turned perfect, like, bro. We need that in Dokkan. We could even get any of those following super easies: LR Prime Battle first form Cell, Strength Dokkanfest Cell, or even LR Physical Cell. We could then go into a Dokkanfest middle cooler. He could be the first unit to have multiple revives, like the purple middle cooler from Legends, but obviously make him good on release. Honestly, he could even just be named Middle Cooler Army, so that you could link him up with the easy of LR Physical Middle Cooler. Then the October LR could be something completely unrelated to cooler, like an LR Master Roshi, Kid Goku, and Krillin, like they're on the legendary election list. And we need at least one OG Dragon Ball related thing this year, so why not? I'm sure this could be a fun card, and it would be the perfect opportunity for them to easy LR Strength Volna. Like, bro, that girl could be insane with an easy, absolutely insane. Now, this is where it starts to get ridiculous and borderline delusional. But what about a Dokkanfest Super Saiyan Goku Black? This would just be so sick and would work perfectly with the easy of the 2023 Heroes units. Like, they would all fit on his leader skill, assuming he leads the Time Travelers category, and he would pair pretty well with Super Sentry Rose. Bro, they could even super easy the LR Rose and Zamasu. Like, the Zamasu team could genuinely be back, and this could set up the next year where we'll probably see a lot of Future Saga easies. Then at the start of November, for the Part 2 LR, what about an LR Hakai Beerus? This guy is on the legendary election list. Like, how did we get an LR Pajama Beerus before an actual standalone LR Beerus? Doesn't make any sense. And obviously the Hakai animation from him doing the Hakai on Zamasu, so it would fit the Future Saga team. He could even be on the Future Saga category. Like, it makes sense. Then the month could end with more delusion, a Dokkanfest Charlotte. He could be like the Transforming Goku, where he goes through all of his forms. He could also be a 220% leader for the crossover category, being a proper leader for the Heroes Easiest. Like, bro, a Charlotte with Dokkan original animations would just go crazy, for sure. As for the December Carnival LR, what about an LR tag Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta from the Cooler movie? Like, they would obviously link perfectly with not only the 2022 GDC AGL duos, but also the new Super Saiyan Goku, even the 8th year anniversary Zidios. Like, this would just be the perfect time to drop this card. And obviously, one of the active skills has to be the Mural Boost. I know the animation we have in game is already good, but let's do it even better. Like, this is literally a top 10 moment for me in Dragon Ball, so I would take it again and again. Then we could end the year with a Saiyan Saga Dual Dokkanfest, Kaioken Goku and Great Ape Vegeta. Goku could start in base, then have a Kaioken standby transformation that lasts 4 turns, and then revert back to base but with a damaged outfit. This could be a pretty fun card. And Vegeta could honestly start as Nappa and then revive as Vegeta, or even start as Vegeta and have a battle damage revive, like the Vegeta in Legends, where he revives with damaged armor. Or honestly, if they wanted to go crazy, they could even do a Dokkan original Nappa and Raditz card that then exchanges into Vegeta. There are just so many possibilities. But obviously, the highlight of the celebration would be the easy of Dokkanfest Raditz. And this time, I just hope they won't fumble him. Like, just imagine if his easy is straight up the worst easy in Dokkan history. Like, honestly, his kit is so bad that I could generally see that happening. They would have to do a lot to make him good, but it's definitely possible. We could also see the easy of the LR Goku and Piccolo card from their fight against Raditz, and based on their base kit, their easy could be pretty good if done right. They just have to make them a proper slot 1 character, and we're good. But yeah, I think this is about it for the year. Let me know what you guys thought of my wishlist for the year. Would this be a good year for Dokkan? I tried to keep things as realistic as possible, except obviously for the end of the year crossover units. I just went crazy with that. But everything else I think could generally happen. But who knows? I might react to this video at the end of the year and just laugh at how wrong my predictions were. But until then, take care of yourselves. Happy New Year. Peace.